Howdy everyone, this is Tyler, aka Tyforce.
And this is Ryan.
So, in the Disney Infinity 3.0 toy box, we have an awesome new toy, the Boss Fight Spawner, which spawns in some of the bosses from the Star Wars playsets. But what if I told you, you can make your very own epic boss fight using many of the other toys in the 3.0 toy box?
I'd say I believe you. Actually, let's use one of the bosses from your Boss Bashin level, which is available now for download, as an example of what can be done.
Sounds good! So the final boss of the level is Elemental Kitty. It's essentially the Cave of Wonders set piece moving up and down on a path. And since non-physics items moving on a path lose their collision, you're able to make it appear as if it's emerging from the lava.
The Path Creator toy is pretty vital to the whole process. You can attach a target to a path so you have a moving target to hit. You can activate 2D character movement to a path so the player is restricted to the 2D movement, just like those boss battles of old. And then there's some even crazier things you can do with the paths.
That is so true, Ryan. For this boss, I have locators moving on paths. You can attach dynamic triggers to those locators, which can detect when it passes by a player. On that same locator, you can attach the effect generator. For example, this can give an ice effect to move along with that dynamic trigger. And if the player is too close to that dynamic trigger, you can trigger the action enforcer to freeze the player. So it looks like an ice orb just froze the player.
Whoa, that is crazy. In this battle, there's also fire and lightning attacks that strike from different areas of the ground. And so that the boss fight isn't the same pattern every time, you can use a randomizer toy to select one of the setups for each of these attacks.
And probably the most important thing is to make sure to use a counter toy connected to whatever the player needs to attack, like the target toy inside Elemental Kitty's mouth to keep track of the boss's hit points.
As you can see, there's definitely a lot more you can do to spice up your very own boss fight. We'd love to see what epic boss battles you can create. Okay, that's it for this time. Leave any questions in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out the Disney Infinity playlist for more in-depth tutorials.